Hello, and welcome to My Point of View Movie Reviews. Now today's review is back in time, another retro joint. 007 Roger Moore in a James Bond joint. The Man with the Golden Gun. This was the second time my man was playing James Bond far as Roger Moore is concerned. And this movie is Mano a Mano, Assassin versus the Spy. Now the big baddie in this joint was Christopher Lee, played the Man with the Golden Gun. People paid him $1 million to assassinate somebody. That's how good he was. And normally it only took one shot. Basically he charged you $1 million a bullet. All you need is one bullet. That's how good this man was. Christopher Lee is an actor who's been around for a long time. Did over 60 movies. The Lord of the Rings. He's the original Dracula. He's in a bunch of Tim Burton joints. You won't even recognize him in this movie because he's young, tall, and thin, kind of dark skinned, smooth looking dude. He really was the total opposite of James Bond, far as equal in ability, but just on opposite side of the tracks. This movie is probably the slowest out of the 7 James Bond series with Roger Moore, but it's still good. The movie takes place in the beginning in Lebanon, then it moves over to Asia where it stays for the rest of the movie. There's Cantonese in this movie, Chinese, Mandarin, you got Thai language in this movie, some good karate scenes, and it's one little fat dude. The guy from the other movie comes back again, the guy from Louisiana. Hey boy, how you drive that car, boy? You know, that crazy fat white dude's back again. So it's pretty funny. But the James Bond girl in this movie, her real name is Maud Adams. She personally is my favorite James Bond girl. And she's special because she's in this movie, The Man with the Golden Gun, and comes back in Octopussy, but plays 2 whole different roles. It's not the same person, but it is the same lady, and she is marvelous. Now this movie, man, that little small dude from Fantasy Island's in here, the little miniature guy, he's in here. We used to call him Tattoo from Fantasy Island. He's in here. It's hecka funny. But they have a bunch of exotic locations over in Asia. And this movie is pretty much known for the boat scene going through Asia, the Chinese fighting scene, and his partner, his nieces know karate, and they kicking butt in this movie as well. So it's really cool. But like I said, it's probably the slowest out of the 7 in the series, but it's still a good flick. Like I said, there's really no bad James Bond movie. In the very beginning, when it was over in Lebanon, there's this belly dancer who's famous in this particular movie. Man, she is gorgeous. And in her belly button, she wears a token of memorabilia from an agent she used to date. It is one of the golden bullets from the Man with the Golden Gun's gun in her belly button. And how James steals that is pretty cool, but she is a knockout in this movie. And that's pretty much it. There's a hit on several people in this movie, but not on James Bond. Somebody secretly sends a letter to the public over there where James Bond works for to get him to come over and investigate. I'm not going to tell you who did it. It's kind of a mystery. But later on, when there is a hit on James Bond, because this guy makes a career of killing the best. And the very end sequence, the third act of this movie is fan-freaking-tastic. Like I said, Mano versus Mano is like a Western. And how James Bond takes care of that little small guy is hecka funny at the end of the movie. Overall, not one of my favorites. It's towards the bottom of the scale for me, but I still love Roger Moore. Give it a watch. It's on Netflix and judge for yourself. And like always, like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. And the theme song for this movie is more classic, old school. Yet a lady with a very powerful voice singing The Man with the Golden Gun. Not one of my favorite joints, but it's still cool. Until next time, yo, it's just my point of view. Hello, and welcome to My Point of View Movie Reviews. Yo, time to go back in time again for another retro joint. 007, Roger Moore, James Bond in The Man with the Golden Damn Gun. God damn, what? This movie is Imano versus Imano. Now the big baddie, the antagonist, is Christopher Walken, the man with the golden gun. And Christopher